Okay? Improve your prenatal care. Okay? Now, how can you improve your prenatal care? We already talked about the relationship between you and your OBGYN. We talked about the relationship between you and your midwife. That's more important. And your relationship, if you can afford a doula. Okay? These are things that you want to have to improve your prenatal care. Now, there's other things. Listen to this documentary. I came up with a list of things that will make a difference in your prenatal care. Number one, get married. Number one, get married before you have kids. In this documentary, one of the things I noticed is that most of the women who were injured, who suffered the most were single minority women. Single minority women. Now, you may say, Abdul, what the heck getting married got to do with this? I'm going to give you why. Single minority women, they were also in the lower class. Finances makes a difference in America when it comes down to your prenatal care. Okay? Finances make a difference. When you are by yourself, if you are not married and you are by yourself, it's harder. When you are married, you're more than likely going to be in a better income state. 2 incomes are better than 1. Let's get rid of the statement, I can do bad all by myself. That is BS, because you can do better with 2 versus 1. You can do bad together, you'll do worse by yourself. So let's eliminate that statement, I can do bad by myself. When it comes down to prenatal care, you're going to do worse by yourself. Being married helps with your prenatal care. 1. 2, why being married? You have more support. The women who are going through this have less support. When you don't have the support, you have more stress. You're more likely to agree to anything the doctor tells you. When you have support, it gives you a little bit of time to actually make decisions, sound decisions, and you have someone else that's looking out for your best interests, because it's not only for the betterment of you, it's for the betterment of his child too, that the mother is in best health. So you have more support. The third thing, when you in the hospital, boyfriends cannot make husband decisions. Okay? If you are a boyfriend, legally there are certain decisions you cannot make. When you are a husband, you can make concrete decisions. No, I do not want that for her. No, we're not doing that. And the hospital actually has to listen. Legally, they have to listen, because you're looking out for the welfare of not only your child, but of your wife. Boyfriends do not have that decision-making capacity. They do not have it. So getting married does 3 things for you and your prenatal health. And I have looked at this documentary, and I've came up with this conclusion. You will be in a better financial state. Even if the man works and you do not, that's less stress on you. But if you do, that's 2 incomes better than 1, because the main thing I noticed was they were single, they were minority women, and they were low-income women. And 2 incomes make you not as low income. You make $30,000, he make $30,000, you got $60,000 in your house. He make $25,000, you make $40,000, you got $65,000. It's always a step up. Okay? Second of all, they've shown that you have more support. Even in the documentary, the one woman who did the best, that sister who did the best, she had a husband. And number 2, when it comes down to decision making in the hospital, a boyfriend cannot make the same decisions as as a husband can. So that's the number one thing when it came down to prenatal health. Number 2, ladies, you have to exercise when you are pregnant. Now, I know somebody is going to tell me, listen, I'm tired. I'm exhausted. I'm carrying a baby. It's hard for me. I know. I am not taking away the struggles of your pregnancy. I want you to understand that. I am not taking away the hardship that goes along with being pregnant. That's not what this is about. But this is about making sure your pregnancy is easier. I'm not sitting here telling you to go to the gym and lift heavy weights. I'm sitting here to tell you to go for a walk, to get your cardio up, to maybe build a little muscle if you can, if you have the time. And you'll say, well, Abdul, I don't have the time to do this. I'm telling you, you do if you make the time. And why is it important? Because it prevents a lot of complications that come along with pregnancy. Preeclampsia, that's hypertension when it comes down to when you're in pregnancy. Gestational diabetes. All these things like this can be reduced by exercising. It can be reduced by exercising. Your chances of having high blood pressure goes down when you go for a walk. Your chances having gestational diabetes goes down when you go for a swim. When you go ride lightly on your bicycle. Well, maybe not a bicycle, because I don't want you to hit the middle. You said, and you hit the bump, and the next thing you know, we got a problem. Maybe not a bicycle, but maybe everything else. Maybe you're going to the gym and getting on the elliptical. Maybe Stairmaster. Maybe lifting little weight, 10-pounders may help you out. So, exercise.